Hi everybody, Mr. B here. Today we're going to check in on a couple of maples, well, 3 to be exact. I'm going to check in on this one. This one I actually pulled out of the ground this spring, and it was growing on top of a concrete slab, so the roots are nice and flat, so it was pretty easy to get it into this little flat container here. And then I'm going to just check on these little seedlings I got. We'll do that afterwards. Let's get started. So this first maple here, we just started working on in the spring. So there's still a lot of time that needs to go into it before we can get it looking like a nice little bonsai. The cool thing was I pulled it out of the ground this spring, and it was sitting on top of a slab of concrete, so the roots were already nice and flat. So it was real easy for me to get it into this little container. So let's see what we can come up with here. So first I'm going to take this off and this off. These are what I call the little nubs. So we're just going to take those back. I've got lots of new buds in here. Now this we're calling the back so far, but since it hasn't been in training for very long, that could change very easily. We don't need this branch down here. We'll take that off. Nor this branch. I'm just taking off these little nubs. Now I'm not sure we're going to need this branch down the road. It's kind of going against the flow of the tree here, but I'm going to leave it for now. We also got a lot of buds down here too. Now this branch can come down a little bit. Maybe we'll do that. Take some more nubs off. Haven't had a lot of work in this tree yet. Let's take this branch down. I prefer wiring this way over coiling it around the branch because it's a lot easier to avoid marking up the bark this way. Just like so. Now also, if we're calling this the front, we would remove these branches, at least this one here, and like I said, probably that one too. I don't know why the floods do that, no idea. Now, it would be a good idea to pull this branch down while it's still young. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna open my new package of wiring. Okay. And since we're probably not going to keep this branch, But I am going to pull it down just so it's not banging into the one above it. Take this. I do reuse a lot of wire. Just for now. Now what I should have done. Oh, that's okay. Should have made a little. Oh, that's okay. So many little buds here. That makes me worry about this even less. And I'm gonna try to pull it on this nub, but it might slide off. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go down a little bit more. It's falling apart on us. Enough for now. Still sliding here. That's the one advantage of coiling the wire is you don't have to worry about sliding it around on you. Now this would get wired, but we're not going to do that today. I'm going to take this here down. Here. It's pointed straight up, we don't need it. This branch is likely coming off unless I start to like it for some reason. Not sure that I will. And either side here could really be the front, so I haven't really determined that yet. They're both pretty bare, unfortunately, on both sides, so if one side or the other starts giving me a lot of new branches, then the front could change very easily. Nothing's really set in stone on the first year you're training a tree. So I'm gonna hit that here, and hopefully we'll get some more horizontal branches, and maybe we won't even need to wire it. And then I'm just gonna slow down the top. So I'm just gonna hit these. One here, one here. There's not really much else I can do for this today. I mean, this might not end up looking too bad when it's all said and done, but it's just, this should really be the first branch because it's going away from the curve here, no matter which side is the front. So we'll see probably some of these open up. We got a lot of buds up here and a lot of bad looking leaves. Okay, so we will leave it at that for this tree, and then I just got a couple young seedlings to touch up on. We'll do that now. Okay. So this tree was wired July 16th. So I'm just going to check this wire. There's nothing really to prune on this tree until spring, I don't think. But the wire has done its job. Probably should have pulled the wire off first. I wouldn't have had to open up the new roll probably. Yeah, those are staying very well. And that was not even 2 months ago. So it didn't take long. This is a seedling that started growing out of one of my other containers. So I just separated it. We got pretty decent branch structure happening at an early age, so that's a plus. Part of me wants to cut it right here. But I'm not going to do that today. So let's just move on to the other. This one was wired the same day. Looks good enough. Just that one piece for that one branch. So since I wired this, we've gotten this. This is new. This can come off. We don't need that there. And in here, we're getting a second whole branch that we didn't ask for. And I already have a branch here. I don't need two. So I'm going to take off the new one. Like so. And you can tell this tree was growing right here. I've already cut it back down to here. I've been calling this the front, but like I was saying earlier, it's kind of hard to determine a front at this young time in the tree's training. Sometimes the front changes. So I just got to make a couple calculated cuts up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here. And then the branch can be here, the trunk can be here. In here, let's see. We might just wire that down. And then this will be branch number 2. I think I'll do that today. Before I cut anything else. So we can probably use the same piece of wire that we took off. Not sure if it's long enough. Nope. I bet one of these pieces will be like this. Just gonna stick that down the bottom. Pull that branch down. And then I'm actually going to slow it down here. Like so. And now that I've done that, I'm going to even take this back one more. And that's that. We're going to take our time. Now I can take this nub off. Alright, that concludes our maple touch-up for today.